could time travel at any moment in time on this earth, I would time travel to May 26, 1966 at the Manchester Free Trade Hall and watch Dylan play that show, because to me it's the encapsulation.
Is that when he first plugged the guitar in?
No, it's the Judas show. So he had done that, and people were not.
That was in like New York City or some shit, right?
That was at the Newport Folk Festival.
That's right.
That was in '65. That was the year before. So he had. I mean, God knows that I could talk about this forever, but
back to what you were saying.
Yeah, he'd gone on tour. He was touring. He was doing a world tour in '66. This was his first electric tour, and people fucking despised it. And it started in Australia and New Zealand. And when they got there, the audience just were kind of shocked. They didn't really know what to do. So people just sort of, weird kind of tepid clapped and that kind of thing. And then by the time he gets to Europe, I mean, people are staging walkouts where people are just leaving. They're constantly throwing shit and just booing after every song. And it's just
that's
every
so
night.
Silly to me.
It's
like,
every
why not
night.
just don't go?
Or just leave if you're there and you don't leave.
But do something else with your time instead of like dwell in the bad thing that you hate.
And meanwhile, it's like the greatest music you could fucking imagine being played. But
ironically,
but this particular night, there's it's the penultimate song ends, and there's quiet for a brief moment, and somebody in the crowd yells out Judas. And to me, it's this incredible. I mean, he's a week into turning 25. He's a fucking kid, and he stands on stage, and he doesn't say you're wrong. He says, "I don't believe you." He says, he says, "I don't believe you. You're a liar." And then he tells the band to play it fucking loud. And then they go into just one of the best versions of like Rolling Stone you can possibly fathom. But to me, it's like, that's what art is. It's knowing, even as he's a kid, he's 25 years old, and to recognize what I'm doing right now, these people can't, they're not in the equation. Like, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
And like that to me, it encapsulates the beauty of what it is that everyone strives to try to do. And we're constantly falling short of that.
Sure.
I mean, as much as, I'll get off my high horse, because it's like, we're constantly falling short of that. But that's the North Star to be pointing towards, to just understand, like, no, whatever it is I'm doing in this moment, that's where my focus needs to be. Mm-hmm. And all of my focus needs to be on what am I trying to bring into the world right now. If you like that clip, check out another one. And while you're at it, subscribe to one of our channels, or both of our channels.